What is good, everybody? It is Sunday, June 22nd, 2025. It's 5 p.m. That means it is time for Film and Box Office News live with the Council of Comics. It's episode 142, and we are doing PCU today. We're back in 30 seconds.
We're back, baby!
Everything. It's what you eat, it's what you wear, and it's what you say. And if you don't watch yourself, you can get in a buttload of trouble. For instance, see these girls? Yeah. No, you don't. Those are women. You call them girls, and they'll pop your figs.
Save the whales. Gays in the military now. Free Nelson Mandela. They freed him already.
The brightest day. Where are the heroes? As soon as they get here, everything will be alright. I need a hero.
What is good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the world's greatest comic book channel with the world's greatest comic book shows for the world's greatest comic book people. That is you, trying to win the world's greatest monthly giveaway on one of the world's greatest live streams. The Council of Comics, Film and Box Office News. Welcome. Thank you for being here on this excruciating New York day. How hot is it in Texas, Steve?
It's pretty hot. I think we're at 95 degrees.
Oh,
normally.
we're right there with you, my friend.
But you know, we got that what they call the real feel.
Right, real
it really
feel
feels like 101 out there.
Ooh. Is it very humid over there?
Yes, which my friends lied to me before I moved down here. They'll say, "Oh, Dallas is not that much humidity in Dallas. They got that dry heat."
That dry heat. So
Yeah.
it's like you're in a frying pan instead of, you know.
The lies they tell it's just as humid here as it is in Michigan.
Is it angry hot? It makes you angry?
Yeah,
That
that's
kinda
why I only go out.
Probably
in the
even
morning.
angrier because you were lied to.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I only go out during the morning, like afternoon, evening. No, I'm good.
One of my favorite memes, and I can't remember who put it up, a friend of mine on Instagram, and it's you better watch the way you talk to me in this heat.
Talk to me nice. Talk to me nice, ladies and gentlemen. Kamaria's in the house. Says, hey, Council. Thank you for joining us, Kamaria. Joseph Michael's in the house, currently 87 here, and everyone is overheated. And on top of that, our air conditioner died.
Oh Lord!
Oh Lord, you're gonna have to
Just get
put
up
your
there.
hands on that air conditioner. We gotta bring that back to life.
I know
Oh,
it's hot. I
Jesus.
used to live in Michigan. I know it's hot.
Do not have an
Ooh.
air conditioner.
I'm going to buy an air conditioner this week. I threw out my last one because I had it for like 12 years. But last year was like, yeah, you can't go another year with this one. So I threw it out on faith that when the summer comes, I'm gonna buy a brand new one. Now the
Not
summer
on
is here,
faith.
and I'm like,
Yeah,
I gotta buy a new one.
Not on faith. You're forcing yourself to buy a new one.
Yeah, I
Right.
forced myself to actually buy
God's
it.
got nothing to do with that.
I remember when I brought the thing to the garbage thing, and I was like, "It's your last chance to bring this thing back in, man." And I was like, "No!" And I threw it.
I got an AC in the window that's kind of like that, and I'm like, you know what? It's only 2 months. It's still got cool air coming out of it. And I've had it for like a while. So
If you want to see what I'm doing, and don't laugh at me because it does help a little bit. If you look over here,
Is that a fan?
it's
A
a
fan
fan
with some
with
ice bottles?
two frozen ice bottles in front of it. It works. I'm telling you. It's not an air conditioner, but it blows the cold air over there.
Sure
So
I would
Whew.
thought that you would put them behind it, so that's when the air gets sucked in.
is that how it goes?
You think,
Yeah.
I
right?
think so.
I mean, it
Live
would be,
on the air.
It would be
We're
more.
gonna test out Steve Vizzles.
It would be more efficient if you did it that way, but it would work either way.
Okay.
Huh.
I was just thought that, you know,
I think you're going to lose some of the blowing it away. Whereas if it has to go through the fan, everything going through the fan is going to be
right. So that makes sense. It's pulling the air from behind.
Right.
Yeah.
Much sense. Like an air conditioner.
Yeah, you're right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
The temperatures in Iceland are looking nicer and nicer. 55 degrees is the high.
Stickboy73 says, "Good evening, counselors." Oh, I like that. Very, very professional. Very professional. First, shout out to Cliff, who's at Heroes Con.
Yes.
I'm sure he's going to have plenty of stories to tell us when he gets
I'm sad. Another year I don't go.
Next year we got to plan a con that we all
I'll make
go.
sure I go too.
I mean, we can plan for one next year. Start saving now.
Maybe some New York Comic Con. It's close.
Maybe.
It's easy.
Well, so I'm not trying to jinx myself. The good news is I have 2.5 more payments left on my car. My car is paid off.
Woo!
I'm gonna tell you, better
Blessings.
find some wood to knock on.
Yeah.
Blessings. Take those payments, save them up. Comic-Con. I mean, we'll start the discussion though. We'll start.
I go to Baltimore every year. That's a great show too.
Yeah.
It's just like Comic-Con was so overwhelming for me. Like, when we went downstairs, I thought that was it. I was like, the writers' alley and all that stuff.
You
And the
thought that was
writers
it?
I'd never been there before. I don't know. So I'm like, oh, this isn't
which day did you go?
It's like a Thursday.
That's the.
I went with Cliff too. Yeah, I went with Cliff. So we went downstairs and I was like, oh, this is cool, you know what I mean? But it's not like how I thought it was gonna be, blah blah blah. And Cliff was like, all right, come on. I was like, where are we going? It's like upstairs.
Yeah.
I was like, there's an upstairs? He's like, what? And he grabs me and we go up the stairs. And as I'm going on the escalator and I start to see the thing come into view, I was like, oh my God.
You went on
crazy.
Thursday. You went on Thursday. If you go on Friday, before you know the escalators go up to, when you first come in, they go to the right. That whole platform is just a sea of people. You can't just walk. You gotta
do it. The entrance was pretty cool because everybody was lined up, thousands of people. And then when they opened the door, I think in the Comic-Con video, if you look over back, you can see it. They just come in like floods.
Mm-hmm.
It
looks like an organism.
By the end, I was drained. Because I was filming and I was trying to get books and I was trying to talk to people.
And I don't even film when I'm there and I'm drained. And usually I'll be cheap and I won't get on the subway. So I'll walk it from Grand Central.
Yes.
And I'll go through Times Square and Hell's Kitchen.
Yes.
And then I got like a backpack. And then I gotta do it on the way back, and that backpack is full with comics and books, and so it's like,
look, pay the $30 and get the parking. Like, there's parking spots all around anywhere in New York you want to go, and you pay like $30-$40. I've been doing it for years. Never had a problem.
Take the train and be there, and not really.
And then it's the train, and you
then you gotta drive it, and I don't like driving in New York.
The last time I went, I walked, and it's only like a 20-minute walk. It's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
But I did the smart thing. I got a bunch of stuff CGC. So on the way back, my backpack was actually lighter.
Nice.
All right. And there's always usually I'll try to go to some panels there too, because like I'll just look at what's happening that day and see what things I'm interested in and try to go to those panels, maybe 1 or 2 panels. Plus, it gives your legs a rest. You get to
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Stickler
says I'll be at Baltimore NYCC this year. Very nice.
Nice. Well, come find me at Baltimore. I will have a table. I don't know what my number is.
Nice.
But if you follow me on Instagram, when I know my table number, I will put it up.
Excellent. Joseph says I had to start watching everyone's videos. Too depressing for me not being able to be there this year. Kenneth Bird says hello as well. All right, let's get our hashtags going here. First hashtag up is the hood. Let's see, Bizzle's hashtag. This is in honor of the show coming out. Ironheart is coming out this week.
All right.
okay.
Are we getting
So-
more than one, or is it just one
It's
episode?
three.
It's 3. You go ahead, Steve.
It's 3, and then is it like a week after that we get another 3? Or
Okay,
2
so
weeks
that's
after
the
that?
Yeah, it's
model
2
Disney
weeks.
Plus is doing then.
It's 2 weeks. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then just to talk about this real quick, I got a little. I thought it was just bad, like the Robert Downey Jr. doing the little promotion about how much Iron Man loves Ironheart, and I promote your show and this and that.
Mhm.
And I was like, Robert, I love you. I thank you for doing what you did as Iron Man. But the real love could have been being in her show. You know
I
what I
don't
mean?
know, I don't know if he got to like make that decision though.
No, I'm
You know what I
pretty.
mean?
I'm pretty sure he made that decision because if Marvel could have him for a TV show, they would do it.
Maybe, but
Maybe.
and the reason I push back on that is remember how we talked about on Hawkeye and these other shows they cut costs and they want to pay for actors. Don't think Robert Downey Jr. is a cheap actor to get.
No, I get it. But
And again, this is one of the reasons I don't like the Riri that they're presenting because I think she misses something not having Tony as her AI.
yeah, and I think he could have did it. To ask for a tremendous, how much? I don't know. Am I wrong? How much money can you make? You know what I mean? Like,
I don't disagree. Again, this is just me being the logistical whatever. If you're at that level, right, you never take less in it. Because if you take less once, now all of a sudden that's where they start. It's much in any business. You never take less. You always go up. You never go, well, I made this before, but I can go back. No, because now people will just give you that.
don't you think that that eventually affects the integrity of the thing that's being made?
Maybe.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Like the reason why we didn't give you guys the best story as could be is, i.e., money. You know?
Yeah, but that's Disney money, man.
Right.
Don't act like they couldn't afford to do it.
Exactly.
All right, that's
Exactly.
And it could be just a story thing as well. You know.
like they could pay Hawkeye for his first season, but they want to offer him half for the second season.
Yeah, like it's just.
So, yeah,
I didn't think it was a good look, in my opinion. But that's what it is. But I am excited to watch the show. It's coming out this week. I think on Tuesday, right?
It is.
It starts dropping on Tuesday.
like he even said, like, you know, it wasn't like I was gonna get like more money. I just wanted the same money.
Yeah,
Right.
that was crazy. Right. That was crazy.
Right.
Like, how do you justify that? Like, I would like to hear a good argument coming from the other side.
I mean, you do see big time actors taking scale or working for less if it's like an indie movie and they're doing it for a buddy. But for a big corporation like Disney, why would you ever take less money?
Yeah. Well, especially since they're coming back to you and saying we want to make a season 2. So you want to make a season 2? So that means it's worth it to pay me the exact same money that you paid me for season 1.
Correct.
So
I'm talking about Robert Downey Jr. If they even offered it to him, I almost guarantee if they didn't, because they're like, we can't afford it.
Yeah.
And again, this is not
Disney money, dude.
But maybe
They could
Coogler's
afford
like, oh,
it. They just didn't do it. They could afford it. That's
before we get to,
I think they could afford it too. I'm with you.
Before we get to the box office, one other quick story I want to talk about. Spider-Man Brand New Day. Announced that Punisher and Hulk will be in the movie.
okay.
I'm down with that.
So Sony could afford Punisher.
Yeah, like to me, I think that's a big step. I don't know. Let me know if I'm wrong or not. But like for Punisher to come from like this R-rated realm of like Netflix and somewhat in the Daredevil Born Again show, for him to jump into a Spider-Man movie, which is where he started. You know what I mean? Which I like that aspect. Is it gonna translate? Are they gonna really gonna tone him down or?
No,
honestly, like the actual Spider-Man movies, Sony's done, I think, a pretty good job with it.
Thanks to Marvel.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna tone down Punisher. I just think that you're not going to see him as much.
Well, I think that's how you tone him down.
Yeah.
Well, they said the next announcement's going to be Daredevil as well in the movie, and Daredevil Born
Yeah.
Again is going to lead into Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Which
like
it
I
should,
said,
because
you're
they're
not
in the
going to see
same-
him. You're not going to
Yeah.
see Punisher, Hulk, or Daredevil as much as you think you are.
I think it'd be
Maybe.
dope. I think it'd be
Yeah,
dope.
I'm down for it. I'm totally
And
down.
the rumor, we'll love talk about rumors, is that Mr. Negative is going to influence the Hulk to go back to his savage state, and he's going to turn gray and turn into the
Man,
original
Mr.
Gray
Negative
Hulk.
is a dope character.
He is a dope character. If he could turn the Hulk, that would be. And then to see the Punisher, Daredevil, and Spider-Man trying to stop the Hulk, I think.
just worry, like we talk about in many movies, that if you have too many characters trying to do
Yeah.
too much, how is that all going to play? But if it's written well, I'm good.
The guy who did Shang-Chi is directing it too. He didn't write it.
That-
He's directing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't love
Shang-Chi was a good
Shang-Chi.
action movie.
It was okay.
It was-
I didn't love it.
You
It
know,
was-
the writing could have been.
it was-
a little bit.
Shang-Chi was the best film in that phase. But I think it was like phase
I would
4.
agree with that.
Best film. I ain't saying
Ant-Man
show.
better.
Yeah.
Which one?
Quantumania. I like Quantumania better.
I like Quantumania. I don't think it was better than Shang-Chi though.
And when we consider the Guardians movie in that same phase,
Yeah,
so
that was a good movie
I think
too.
the Guardians is the best.
That was
movie.
that was a good movie too.
Yeah.
There were some decent ones in that first.
I'm not
thing.
saying Shang-Chi's bad. I just
Yeah.
think
All right, Phil, when you are ready.
Oh, you want me to bring it up? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Can we
give me one
talk?
second.
Did you see the story before while he's pulling it up? What Ryan Gunn said about the new Batman movie recently?
James Gunn.
Or James Gunn? I'm sorry.
Is it Ryan Gunn?
Did I say Ryan Gunn? I meant to say James Gunn. I'm sorry. Did you see that article
About what he said about what?
about getting off what's his name's nuts and just let him and he'll put the movie out when he wants
Oh
to,
yeah.
and he doesn't owe you anything? I'm like,
Yeah.
wow.
Come on,
Yes
like
and
why are you
no.
speaking to the people that are caught? You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
there's a professionalism about this.
Right. I mean, what
Yeah.
he did say, he's like, as long as he's the head at DCU, he'll never greenlight a movie until the script is finished.
Yeah.
And I respect that, but let's be honest, there's some more stuff going on behind the scenes and why that script's not finished.
Yeah, I mean, I just think it would be better for them to just ignore people. You know what I
True.
mean? You don't even have to respond.
Correct.
No.
You know what I mean?
Correct.
No.
Like, come on.
I just think it's funny because if he wasn't the head of the studio and it was some, just
Yeah.
director, they would have fired him for saying something.
Yeah. All right, Phil.
Well, 20 million to like $28 million drop from last weekend. So your number one movie this week, once again, How to Train Your Dragon, bringing in 37 million. Newcomer on the list, 28 years later, brings in 30 million. And number 3 is the new Pixar movie, Ilio, bringing in 21 million. Lilo and Stitch comes in at number 4 with 9,700,000. Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning comes in at number 5 with 6,550,000. Materialists coming in at number 6 with 5,815,000. Number 7 is Ballerina, the John Wick universe movie.
What's the its total worldwide gross?
Worldwide is 100 million.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Mhm.
bad.
That's I mean it's a good movie.
I've running another 4,535,000.
Wow.
Karate Kid Legends brings in 2,424,000.
Where's that at?
Worldwide, 98.
Considering it cost them nothing to make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Final Destination Bloodlines brings in 1,805,000.
Where's that at?
280 worldwide.
Oh, get ready for
I'm
the next
surprised
one.
about that
Right?
one.
And the next
Get ready.
two.
Yeah, get ready.
And Kabara. Kabara made 1,750,000. That's that is new on the list. Yeah, that's new on the list.
Yep.
And
Yep.
just so we look, Lilo and Stitch is up to 910 worldwide.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's
What
gonna
week is
be-
this? What week is this for Lilo?
Go
It's-
back, it'll say.
It came out May 23rd, so 3 weeks.
Oh my goodness.
This is the
Almost
22nd.
4, yeah,
Yeah.
so 4 weeks.
Yeah, that's gonna make a billion.
Maybe.
4 weeks.
That's gonna make a billion. 3
It's,
weeks, 900?
4 weeks.
4 weeks now. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, but you know what?
It's gonna ride through the summer. You know what I mean?
What did it make? It made 9. Yeah, I think it has it. Like
it has
it worldwide. So 910 worldwide. And how did the new Pixar one do worldwide? 35,000.
Pixar's just. Does anybody even know what this movie's about?
I think it's a space alien movie, but
Okay.
I don't know too much about that yet.
I remember seeing the trailer for him, like, oh, that looks decent, and then
But they have a way of like sticking around and just being like known. So 28 years later,
I do.
Worldwide 60.
I want to see that because I have to.
I gotta go watch the other
for,
ones again.
for school.
I gotta go watch the other ones again before I watch that.
I think it's gonna be kind of hard because I don't know if it's on. I don't think it's on any streaming unless they changed it.
Really?
I think the first one's on Peacock, but I don't know what the second one.
Yeah.
Phoenician Scheme, number 11. Life of Chuck, number 12. Sinners still on there, making a little bit of money. Thunderbolts coming in at 381.
Okay, 28 Days Later is on Pluto.
Oh, okay.
28 Weeks Later is on Tubi and Hulu.
Okay, that changed because they didn't have it before. Because that was one of the big things they had when they was talking about the franchise. Like you can't buy the DVDs anywhere, and it wasn't streaming. Like DVDs.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, the DVDs were going for like over $100 on eBay.
Is it because they're on different production studios? Because sometimes that'll happen too.
I believe so.
Marley Matlin, not alone anymore. Bottom of the list, but it made $6,000.
That's
wow.
Yeah.
Hey, you made the list.
Is she like the deaf actor?
Yeah, she is.
Okay. It was in one theater, so
Right. It probably. I'm guessing in Los Angeles, in her neighborhood.
Okay.
Probably. Yeah.
Dogtooth 15th anniversary.
Jaws' 50th anniversary was this week. So I'm
Oh.
surprised that's not on here somewhere.
I don't know.
That is that's the box office. Nothing too exciting. I'm excited for Megan 2.0 that comes out. So I might actually go see some movies.
I didn't see Megan 1.
Oh, Megan 1 was great.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like it.
My fiance watched it and she said it was very good.
Okay.
We actually saw her 3-4 weeks ago during Texas Frightmare. She was at the convention. The actress that played Megan.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, let's spin for our first duck, ladies and gentlemen. We got 15 seconds. Oh, and since we didn't have a show last week, I'm going to put 2 ducks for each time we draw this week to make up for those ducks of last week. All right?
Or,
Is it-
go ahead. I'll say,
No,
or
go
I
ahead.
have my little thing to use it for that too.
Or say it again.
I'll put it in the private chat.
All right. But for right now, 2 ducks. You have 15 seconds. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Am I going to be quick? 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And Joe, I see you, number 9. That's me. Round and round it goes. Who's gonna get the ducks? Who's gonna get it? Oh, what do you know? It's the Council of Comics. See what happens when you do a last minute entry? You could win. You could win. Let's see what we got here.
I'd like to win.
I'm gonna go with Stick Boy 73. Stick
Nice.
Boy 73. You got yourself a duck, Stick Boy.
2 ducks.
2 ducks. See? Stick Boy. Okay. All right. Next hashtag is Phil, how to train your dragon. Put that down in the comments section. And I'm just going to do a couple quick announcements. Young at Heart Foundation is a great organization run by our good friend Mike out in California. Faith, trust, and belief is their motto. They do a lot of great things for the kids in California awaiting medical procedures. 2 ways you can help this organization. First way is to go to youngatheartfoundation.com. Scroll down for this Donate at Life America, register to become a donor button. Click that because more than 100,000 people are waiting for a life-saving transplant, and you can help by registering to be a donor today. Second way to help is to sponsor a Hope Kit that's 100% tax deductible. They'll take all the funds together and create these great gift boxes for the kids. If you have another way you want to help, give Mike a call at 323-396-9998 or email him at info@youngatheartfoundation.com. Tell him the council sent you. Next up, Alternatives. This is our home away from home. It's located in Hyde Park, New York, 870 Violet Avenue, Hyde Park, New York. It's owned by our good friend Anthony, and he has a special for you guys out there looking to get your comic books every week. You're having trouble, you're not near a shop, it's too much of a hassle. Give Anthony a call, give him your pull list. He'll bag and board all your books at no extra cost and take 10% off the order and ship it out to you. If that sounds like something you like, give him a call at 845-233-4234 or email him at alternativerse2@aol.com. The website is alternativerse.net. They have comics, cards, toys, and every weekend they have card tournaments, Pokemon, Lorcana, Magic. Give Anthony a call and he will give you the rest of the story. One thing I wanted to talk about before we move on to our movie. I thought this would be fun to talk about. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming.
Yeah.
The Toxic Avenger dropped this trailer. Did you guys watch the Toxic Avenger trailer?
I didn't.
I did not.
But why people are upset about it? Look at that. The IMDb rating already. It's not even out.
5.8. It's not even out.
Well, this one's out because this is from 2023.
Oh.
Okay.
Wait, this is the one we're talking about, though. It was made in 2023. It didn't come out, though.
Oh.
Gotcha.
Yeah. See how it says over here? It says in theaters August 2025.
Gotcha.
I was looking at the top left corner.
Yeah.
Why people are so upset at it?
Because they've got Peter Dinklage playing Toxic Avenger.
Oh.
Yeah. See.
I know he got some.
It's pretty gruesome.
Well, they all are.
Yeah.
That's a Tromeo movie.
Well,
Yeah.
like this is legendary. Oh, that's fun. Like this is really bloody. Really, I guess it's trying to keep in light of the old one. Have any of you guys seen the old one?
Yeah.
Long time ago.
Yeah, I can't remember it.
It was a long time ago. It was like campy 80s horror.
Like B-roll campy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like B-roll campy 80s horror. Like not even like
Yeah.
Freddy Krueger 6 campy horror. No, this is like B campy horror. It was on like USA. They had like a marathon of them.
Right.
I think like on Thanksgiving.
Does
So if you got tired of watching
exist?
bad movies on Mystery Science Theater, you could switch to the Toxic Avenger marathon.
Right.
Does the USA channel still exist? I haven't heard that in a long time.
The USA channel?
USA. Remember
I think
USA?
it does exist.
Okay.
Really?
I haven't had cable in over 10 years, so
Yeah.
maybe 15.
Yeah, I haven't had
I
cable.
don't think when we got rid of cable.
I think,
Yeah.
And now with all the apps, it's just as much as freaking cable. But
Yeah, of course.
yeah, I think it's owned by NBC now. So like
okay.
if they have a few like different Premier League games on, USA will be one of the channels they show them on.
Gotcha.
Or if you have Peacock, it'll eventually.
It'll be on all of them. Get the Peacock.
well, I just wanted to mention this. Doesn't seem like a lot of interest for this, but
I think don't you have like beef with the I hope I'm saying it correctly. I hope I'm PC when I say this. Does he have beef with the little people community?
Who doesn't who?
Peter Dinklage.
Peter Dinklage.
At this point, does
Yeah.
he?
I don't think
The whole
so.
Snow White. The whole Snow White.
But
Were they-
he is a little person, so like, how can you be beefing with your own community?
I don't know. Were they mad at him because he blew up about the
He
Snow
cost
White
them
thing?
jobs.
Yeah, he was supporting of the digital dwarfs instead of the actual having little people play them.
Probably.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It's definitely not something I
let's
would
get
be
into
like
our movie
rushing
of the
to the
week then,
theater.
guys.
Right.
Theater to see, but I think I don't know, like it would be something like when a kid's streaming,
Yeah.
I might check out. It's
Yeah,
not
that's
like
what I'm doing.
this is not something to go to the theater and drop $50 for.
No,
Ah!
this is
Definitely
not a
not.
date movie.
Yo,
Definitely not.
Mhm.
All right. So this week, our triumphant return. It was Green Shirt Guy's choice for our 2025 season of actors, and Green Shirt Guy has chosen Jon Favreau.
Yeah.
And the movie that he picked for the first movie is PCU. PCU. It's a high school senior visits college for the weekend and stays at the wildest house on campus. That's pretty much
It's
it.
kind of
Yeah,
simplified.
that's pretty much it.
Duke.
It stars Jeremy. Surprisingly, I didn't know Jeremy Piven was in this movie. I love Jeremy Piven. Chris Young, Megan Ward. It was written by Adam Left and Zach Penn, and it was directed by Hart Boschner. And Green Shirt Guys, this is your movie. I'll let you have the opening say on this film.
So I remember seeing this movie in the theater. If you can believe that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I saw this with a friend of mine. I remember kind of liking it, and when it finally made it to video, like some cult classics, if you will. To me, this falls into that. It grew on me, and it's I love this movie. It's quotable. It's funny. There's some silly stuff in it, but it still makes me laugh. So, and I really wanted to do Jon Favreau for a couple of reasons, and this is not a movie you would expect to see him in, so I had to choose this one.
Yeah. The beginning scenes, like the first 20 minutes of this, I just feel so sorry for that young man. Maybe the first like half hour to 40 minutes of the incoming freshman.
Yeah. Well,
Do we really think there's like houses like this still
everybody
out?
off.
Like,
no,
'Cause
I
the way that
don't
the-
think it was really like that either.
on campus.
they're on
no.
campus. Yeah, no, on campus.
On
On campus.
No,
Off
no, no,
campus.
no.
Campus, sure.
Off campus,
Yeah.
whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But on campus, like they had the whole basement. You saw the basement and everything. Like, what is this place?
Yeah.
There's a lot of little things. The opening scene where he's walking through the hallway and you see all the different classes of people, and then the last one's a Polaroid and it falls off the wall. That makes me laugh hysterically.
Yeah.
It cracks me up that Jeremy Piven is this 27-year-old. Like, he's been there 7 years. I was like, at first I'm looking at it and I'm like, yeah, he looks too old. But as he explained the story of he's been there for like 7 years, I was like,
it makes sense.
I started dying.
Moles.
Yeah.
Mole's the black guy too. They've both been there for forever.
Right. I can't remember the name of that actor that plays him.
He's been in a bunch of stuff, but he kind of like he pops up every once in a while. Like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how about the reason that we meet this kid, or this kid meets them, is why?
Oh, because of his
oh, the guy, one of his roommates,
the guy
classmates, signed him
Signed
up
him
for
up
the med
because of the
And
dog-
why did he sign him up?
Because he put doggy biscuits in his bag when he came back from Jamaica.
Right. So the whole thing is a payback.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's quotable lines like the where he goes in. He's the beginning of the movie. He's trying to pawn the kid off on anybody else in the house.
Anybody.
And he walks in the Gutter's room and he goes, "What is this? Wearing the shirt of the band you're gonna go see?
Don't be that
guy." I still quote that line.
Yeah, I mean, the young lady, Moonbeam.
Yes.
Now, I actually had to look her up because I said, "Is that Reese Witherspoon?" And it is not.
No,
it's not. But it's somebody else. But I thought when I first saw her, I was like, "Oh," and I had to go to IMDb and find out that wasn't her.
The part with her that makes me laugh is right at the beginning, where they're throwing the meat out the window.
Yeah.
And the little piece lands on her megaphone. She kind of looks at it and then flicks it off.
Like,
the little flick makes me laugh. She's like, huh.
As a fat man, I did not like that scene because that's a waste of meat.
That was pretty nasty too, though. Like throw that meat and all that. That's pretty nasty.
And that was like early in the movie too. It's like, what is going on with this film? Like, it is very early in the movie.
Yeah. And like I said before the show, I was like, it's not much has changed in 30 years. Like, if that's how it was in 1994, I'm like, that's exactly pretty much how it is right now too.
This was kind of ahead of its time. This was making fun of where they thought things were going to go.
Yeah,
and it went there.
Right.
Are we going to talk about the secret society of Balls and Shaft?
Yes. with Phantom Draper.
Right. Like, when he said, "Oh, he has the right complexion," I was like, "Oh, hell no."
Well, even before, how about when David Spade comes in, he goes, "Mayflower material, I presume," and he goes, "What? Your family obviously didn't come over on it, but we'll take whoever we can get." I'm like, yeesh.
Yeah.
I do love some lines from the women. That's when you first meet him, though. When he goes to walk up to talk to the ex-girlfriend, and she's like, "Get away from him! Get away from her, cockman oppressor!"
Yeah. And they form that wall.
Yeah, they all. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying the way they form that wall.
Yes.
To separate them.
Is she in there? Is who in there? And then we'll tell her Mr. Winky stopped by or whatever. And then when he walks away, she goes, Did you participate in a phallus naming?
She was like, "I don't know what you're talking about.
What is going? Are you guys reading this chat thing?
No.
What is that?
I have no idea.
Are we being spammed, or I don't understand what this is? Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on out there. We got a
story to read.
What's the name of the guy
going on?
It says Rob Thomas. What band is that guy part of?
Matchbox 20.
Okay, we got Matchbox 20 rating us something in here.
I don't even. Are we reading this right now?
I'm trying to figure it out.
No, I'm not reading now.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, the opening scene is one of the, which is the young man pissed off every single group. The first group, okay, it was kind of his fault because he participated in the meat throwing.
Yes.
My question is,
yeah, go ahead.
After he escaped them, I got a couple of things. I even have a Grinch guy moment here.
Okay.
So
only one.
Yeah, it's a couple.
Well, but you gotta remember the writing's perfect for this because we need those characters later, so we need him to piss off everybody.
Oh yeah. But I do have a Grinch guy moment for one of the groups. Or two of them. After he got away from the meat people, he bumped into the black militant people.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to figure out how he pissed them off. Why were they chasing him?
Because he was white and he ran into him.
Okay.
Remember saying everything's white, the walls are white, the paper's white.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's my Grinch guy moment. When he pissed off the people that was doing their thesis, the whole computer room.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
My question is, y'all did all that time to chase him. You could have used that to try to, type up your thesis again.
I mean,
because after you catch him, what happens?
I will.
Nothing.
I will kind of give you that, What I would say is, you didn't save it at any point.
Right.
That's the one I'll give you. As far as the Black Militant guy, the next time you see him, he's flanked by Moonbeam and the gay guy. So he hates all white people except for these two.
Yeah, right. Now, I would say this, and you are absolutely right, Gucci guy, because when I was in college, we was doing video game design, and literally every 5 to 10 minutes, you would hear somebody say, "Save."
Yes.
So everybody stop what they're doing, save their project, and then they keep moving. Because if you don't, you'll lose 8 to 10 hours of work easily.
Now, this is 94 too, so I don't even know. I mean, a lot of the software, the word processing software now automatically saves every 2 minutes or whatever.
Yeah, now.
This would have been before. I gotta think this is before that.
You have to save on that.
Yeah. Because I was in college. I was in college around 04, 05, around that time, and you had to manually save.
Right.
Yeah, I went to college. We still had those little hard floppy disks.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I have some in here.
I had one somewhere around here too.
I have some of those.
There we go.
I don't have any.
I have
more
one of those original ones. The
with
real
the big
floppy.
circle, like the Commodore
big
did.
circle. Yeah.
Show that to the kids and ask them what it is.
Don't touch the center, remember? Don't touch the center.
Yeah.
Don't touch the center.
How about the games where you would play it and then you'd have to take it out and flip it and put it back in?
Yeah.
I played those.
Ones. Good times, man.
Because they were double-sided.
Yes.
Yep.
Or multiple discs.
Oh, yeah, Final Fantasy VII.
Well, I'm talking even with the original floppy, sometimes you get the multiple discs.
Yep.
Gotcha.
You'd have to take the original floppy out and turn it on the other side.
Yep.
What's his face? George. I can't remember his full name.
You talking George Clinton?
George Clinton.
Yeah, great, right?
Yeah.
George Clinton.
Pretty great too.
His because I've seen George Clinton in concert, and that got it an extra 0.5 for when my score comes to this movie because George Clinton was in it for that brief little spot. It got it the extra 0.5 for when I give my score.
How about Gary Busey's son playing the head of the Stoner House?
Yes, I knew he looked familiar.
That's who that is. I can never remember. It's not Gary. What's his name? It's like Jerry or something.
Oh, I'll have to look it up now.
Jerry.
Yeah, because it's like if you just put a piece of paper over the eyes and flip on the nose.
100%.
I was like, why did he look so familiar to me? Now, yeah. I'm looking it up now.
He stole the bee. Marvelous.
You know what I thought was funny when what was the president of the school, Gonzalez? What was her name?
Garcia Thompson.
Well, she was the conductor as well.
Yes.
for the music.
Yes.
I was like, oh man, full control.
How about go ahead.
Now this reminds me of the 90s when that is how we say that it transitioned over to now, how they changed the mascot's name from the Indians to I forgot what name they some whooping.
It was the whooping. They were going to the whooping crane from the Warriors or something like that.
Yeah, there was the Indians.
Oh, you're right. It was the Indians.
Yeah, there were the Indians. It's similar how in my high school in Michigan, we were the Indians and we got changed to the Knights.
Right.
So I was like, oh, okay.
A lot of high schools in New York.
There's a handful. There's a high school in this area, and I don't want to give out names because I don't want to get us banned or whatever. But so they changed. Here's the funny part: they changed their name, right? Okay, I get it. Federal funding, but they haven't had the time or money to change the logo in the middle of the football field. So it's still an Indian headdress. Here's why I think, and I get it, but that whole campaign gets kind of gone to ridiculous lengths because there's another school in the area whose mascot is the Vikings. Apparently that's offensive, so that's got to get changed.
Wow. And answer your question, Gabe Busey's son is Jake.
Jake Busey. I knew it started with a J.
Yeah. Oh, he was in Starship Troopers.
Yes, he was. Yes.
God, dog, I
And
forgot about that.
And if you've ever seen Christmas with
The
the Cranks, he's one of the cops.
Oh, he was in The Frighteners, Enemy of the State. He was in a lot of stuff.
He's been in a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
How about the part that still makes me laugh to this day? When Gutter gets stoned and he's going to buy the beer. And he runs to that old woman. Can you blow me where the Pampers is?
Yeah.
I laugh every time I see that.
I like that scene too, and I like the scene when he didn't know that was George Clinton.
Yes.
And he was like, "Sure,
Yeah.
can you take me to my house?"
Yeah.
Sure.
Shotgun.
It got serious though. When it got dark and serious when he was like, "Oh, just take a hit, man." You know what I mean? Like,
he did a little bit.
I was like, "Ooh," I felt that little turn. Like, "Ooh, that's really." They're not trying to be funny here. Like, he looked like he's. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, it's his inner demons. He's trying to.
Yeah, like it got real dark and serious right there, and I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
I see that.
The party at the end's great though.
Oh yeah.
Especially, I love when they're outside, and for those of you who haven't seen it, the idea is that this Tom kid has pissed off every group, and at the end of the movie, they have a $7,000 damage bill that they have to pay the school to not get kicked off campus. So they're going to throw this huge party, and doesn't work at first, and they get Tom to kind of round up all the groups that hate him to get them to the front door, and then George Clinton's there. We can go into the logistics of that, but George Clinton's there, and they're standing outside, and he says, "Yeah, we effing know Tom. He's trolling. He put our feces." And he goes, "All right, Bowles, you take him down in the basin, you beat the shit out of him. All right, but we're having a party." How about when the frat guys walk up to the womanists and they're like, "Pack up your rape culture and take a hike," and she's like, "No, I think they're asking if we want something." "Yes, we would like a beer." And then he goes, "Okay," walks away, and she turns and goes, "So it's like if you're nice to them, they do things for you."
Right. Right. This movie has so many good scenes in it.
Yeah.
That party, man, that's a party I wanted to have been a part of.
Can you believe the naked guy showed? That's another thing I wrote down.
Oh yeah.
I also love where he's trying to make it right with all the people with their papers. So what about you? Particle physics and then Sanskrit. You're majoring in a 5,000-year-old dead language. Well, as best I can do. And then the next guy comes up. He goes, "What about you? P. Just get out of my room."
That surprised me. Talk about old dude that his thesis that he had to watch. What was it?
The Kane Hackman theory.
Yeah, the Kane Hackman theory. Yeah.
Always a Michael Caine and Gene Hackman movie on TV.
Yeah.
At any point in 24 hours. Yep.
Man.
All right, let's get some numbers on this.
Well, hold
on.
We have a new feature this week.
Okay.
We can decide what category we want to make people answer the question from, or we can do multiple categories because I have questions. So I don't have to make bigger eyes at me so I can see what it is.
Ooh.
So this.
Hold on.
Okay.
Let's make him big.
Big.
Hey, you.
This is a Council of Comics golden ticket. If you answer the question about the movie correctly on any given week, I will send this to you in the mail. You can have one. It's a sticker. It's fairly big. But you can use this for a duck at the week of your choosing. So you can save it for 3 months. You can use it right away. It's up to you.
Nice.
All right. You have your question, Green Shirt Guy.
I have categories. You can choose which category you want to answer the question from. History. Now it's from this movie. Movies, music, or geography.
Let's see. Let us pick the genre, and they'll get the question. Okay. I vote for music. Right? That was one of them.
Yeah, okay. Music.
Yeah, I'll go on music as well.
All right.
So the first person, and I
wait, before you go.
Go ahead.
Just to be clear, ladies and gentlemen, this is your chance to win the golden ticket. It is a real ticket. It's a sticker. Green Shirt Guy's going to send it to you if you win. Now, you can either keep...
My Instagram's right on here, so just DM me after the show, and I will stick it in the mail tomorrow.
Yeah, after we get the information, we'll mail it out to you. And you can use that golden ticket at any time to get a duck in this great monthly giveaway. All right? And
Doesn't
now,
have to be this month. You can save it if you want.
You can save it for as many months as you would like. No expiration date.
So whoever's the first one to answer in chat, correct?
In chat.
In the chat.
And I have the correct answer. You guys can obviously answer as well once we're done if it takes forever. And we can switch to another category if it takes forever as well.
And Rob Thomas, if you could stop writing your book just for a little moment and just pay attention, you might win a duck. I'm not telling you to stop. Just pause for a moment so you can have a chance to win. Green Shirt Guy.
Okay. Gutter is going to a concert. Who are the bands playing at the concert?
Oh,
that's a tough one, Green Shirt Guy.
That is a tough one.
It's not even on streaming, Green Shirt Guy.
I think and I just
one of them.
Bonus points if you give me the line.
Oh.
And again, if this is too hard, I have other ones.
We'll give it.
I'll try to make them not as hard next week.
Let's give it 10 seconds. See if anybody can put it the answer. Give the question one more time and say the movie again too.
Okay, the movie's PCU, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that is, but okay. The question is, there are two bands playing at the concert that Gutter is going to go see. What are the names of the bands?
All right, we're 10 seconds, and then we'll move on to the next question. Everybody's like, what? 1, 2, 3, 4. Is Pink Floyd one of them?
Pink Floyd is not one of them.
5,
No.
6,
It's
7,
it's a punk band.
8, 9, 10. The Who? The Who. What do you mean the
No.
Who?
Okay. The Merkins are opening up for Frog and Toad Are Friends. I have to psych up for the show with the line. So the Merkins and Frog and Toad Are Friends are the band.
Do you have another question?
The Merkins are the T-shirt that he's wearing.
Yeah.
I have another question. Like I said, I have multiple questions. We can.
What was the categories again?
So the categories I have left, and I have 2 in geography. I have movies and history.
Movies.
And then I can do political science if you want. I have one as well.
Let's do movies. You guys want to do movies?
Yeah, do movies.
All right.
Okay. What was the final movie that Pigman was watching that he said he's good, his thesis is over? Kane and Hackman in the same movie. This is my thesis. I can stop watching TV. What movie was that?
Oh, got me.
Maybe I have to make them easier next week, or maybe nobody saw it.
But it's tough to watch this movie this week, so
maybe that's it.
Yes. How about you have a Jon Favreau question? Can you make one up right now? Not pertaining to the movie, but just Jon Favreau in general to give them more
off the top of my head. Not really. We can save it. Nobody can win this week, and I could just
save it. You can save it,
and then build it up.
I can just give you the questions and see if you guys.
Oh, how about this? You save it since nobody can answer it, and it adds on to the next one.
That's not bad. We could start doing that.
And they win that one, they'll get 2. If nobody gets it that week, it goes on to the next, and they can get 3. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you what. Why don't we do that? I'll prepare 3 questions every week, and they'll have 3 chances every week to win. And if it doesn't, it'll just keep carrying over, so you can win whatever. But I'll tell you what. So that's 2 questions. We'll do a third one, and then I have other ones I can just ask. So, if you remember, I said at the beginning of the movie, we watch as he's walking down the hallway, and you see the different years of classes, and the last one's a Polaroid, and it falls off the wall. What year is the Polaroid taken for? What class year?
10, 9. This is for you guys out there in the chat. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. It says 1973.
1973 is one of the ones on the wall. 1973 is not
You're
the
close,
Polaroid
Humphrey Castro. You're close.
1973 is not the year that falls off.
1974. Wait. There's 1974. There's 1975.
No.
78.
No.
77.
No.
Not the 70s.
71.
Yeah, I don't think it was the 70s.
Remember, it's the Polaroid that falls off the wall.
Yeah. The Polaroid was around in the
I'm gonna give him
70s.
10 seconds and then we'll move it to next week. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1980.
1993.
Oh, okay.
It was the year previous, and that's the last one.
Yeah.
Do you remember where Tom is from? That was a question.
I don't remember what time.
Oh, Tom?
Tom.
I do. You talking about the kid that was getting chased?
Yes.
Oh, Delaware.
Delaware.
Oh.
What state is Port Chester in? And they mention it.
Oh, Port Chester is in.
It's Connecticut.
Connecticut. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and
Because I cracked up because he mentioned 84 in Hartford. Like I was like, all right.
Yeah.
there were a number of things that they got complaints on that complaint sheet when she's telling you did this, this, and this. You threw out all this pounds of meat. What did they do on Earth Day?
Oh, passed out cigarettes.
For
Oh.
a smoke-a-thon
Oh.
Okay, yeah.
on Earth Day.
Yeah. I couldn't remember why they passed it up. I know it was a bunch of cigarettes.
So someone's gonna win 2 next week if they win.
Stay tuned next week, ladies
I
and
will either
gentlemen.
make the questions easier or harder based on next week, I guess.
Let's
I
get some
didn't think they were
numbers.
that hard.
Let's get some numbers on this week. We'll start off with Phil.
My number is gonna be okay. So it was a enjoyable enough movie. It's definitely like an earlier light like pothead comedy of a film. So I am giving this a 6.5, and it got that 0.5 boost from George Clinton being in the movie. It has its moments, and it's not too long, so it's enjoyable enough. Like this can't be any more than like an hour and 20 minutes for a movie like this. So 6.5.
See, Bizzle.
I agree. I agree with Phil about the time length. Like it was like I said, it's not even a long film, and I enjoyed it from beginning to end. It had me cracking up. I love all the cameos, different actors that you see back in the '90s, how they are today. Is being in the '90s in general to see how, like you guys said, how the times were back then, how they thought how we'd be at right now, and truth be told, we are there now with a lot of the subject matter. But I give this movie a solid 8.
8. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I will give it a 7. It gets a 7 because I'm a big Jeremy Piven fan. I don't know if you guys have watched what is it on HBO? What was the show?
Entourage.
Entourage. I don't know if you ever watched that.
Ari Gold.
Ari Gold, classic, will forever be in my mind. Love it. So I like Jeremy
Ari
Piven.
Gold's great, but you know what? Ari Gold's great is the interplay between him and his assistant, the Asian guy, and I'm blanking on.
Yeah. I know who you're talking about. This is great. And then overall, the movie made me laugh. It's just a fun movie, short movie. I like a movie that we could make. I always see it like that.
Yes.
You know what I mean? A movie that we can make. But I give it a 7. And Green Sugar, you're the last one.
So I love this movie. It's not my favorite movie by Jon Favreau, but I really do enjoy this movie. Every time I watch it, it makes me laugh. Like I said, it's imminently quotable to me. There's a lot of lines that if you hang around me long enough, I'll probably quote one of them. It's also special to me because I remember seeing it in a theater, and the Reggie guy that got the guy with the black curly hair that's in the band. He's wearing a House of Guitars t-shirt. which is a huge music store and world renowned, but it's in Rochester. So I was like, oh, it's so cool.
Nice.
So I really like this movie. Do you remember the names of the bands, the band names that were suggested when they were cruising? They're all funny.
Oh, I have a 12-inch.
Mike Johnson is 12 inches long.
Yeah, yeah,
That was thrown out. Naugahyde Windpipe.
yeah,
Oedipus and the Mama's Boys.
yeah.
So yeah, I do. I can't quite give it an 8, even though it's my movie. I'm gonna go 7.5.
7.5, eh? All right, that gives it a 7.25. That's more than the IMDb. So that makes it a decent movie.
Mhm.
All right. Very, very good. That is PCU, ladies and gentlemen. Next week, part 2 of the Green Shirt Guy trilogy. We're watching Made. Welcome
This
to
one is
Disorganized Crime. Yeah, so tune in next Sunday, 5 p.m., 2 p.m. Pacific. We will be going over Made, continuing our Jon Favreau trilogy. Then tomorrow is New Keys and Hot Comics of the Week at 8 p.m., 5 p.m. Pacific. We're going over all the new books, and we're going to talk about that Hulk cover right there. That Hulk cover is amazing. We'll also give you chances for ducks. So make sure you tune in at 8 p.m., 5 p.m. Pacific for that one. Then on Wednesday is Council of Comics Live, episode 9. Make sure you tune in. That's our community hangout. We'll put the link in the chat. You guys can come join us in the show, and we'll go over FOC and just talk about comics and anything, any topic, really. So just join us. And a couple videos that are up. Council Conversations, Joey and Cliff Talk the New Guys. That's up. And the Council Unboxing Batman Animated Series trading cards is also up. As far as filling the blanks, we're going to discuss that after the show. And then I will put up, because there's no fill in the blanks this week, it'll be the following week. So I'll have that up for that.
Side note, the next week's movie Made is free on Tubi. So
And
watch
yeah,
it.
it's also on.
Nice.
Yeah, Peacock.
Nice.
Yeah.
And we're gonna give away some ducks right now. I got actually another hashtag to do after this. We'll do it real quick. Let's do this one. It's hashtag How to Train Your Dragon. I'm gonna give you 15 seconds. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw. I see you, number 8. Who's gonna win it? Space Case. Get yourself 2 ducks, sir. Collectibles. Space Case. And then I got one more hashtag and we'll get you guys out of here. I mean, if you don't want to win the duck, you can leave now. But you won't get a chance to win the duck. Hashtag Pins and Needles. Hashtag
Oh, that's right. We
Pins
talked
and
about
Needles.
that. That's another great line too.
Yeah.
I still quote that.
I'm gonna give you. Let's see how many can do this in 15 seconds. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and draw. Spinning, it's spinning. It's working. Hey! I'm gonna split up these ducks. Can I do that? Can I split up these ducks to help out these guys?
I'm down for that.
I might grow to regret this, but I'm gonna give one to Rob Thomas, Mr. Matchbox 20, for just entertaining us in the chat. So Mr. Rob Thomas, you get 1 duck. Don't make us regret it later. Who else? I think I will go with good old friend of ours. Yeah. I'm going to go with our friend, the Canadian Survivalist.
Nice.
Canadian Survivalist, you got a duck as well. All right. So as I'm typing this, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you guys
Harper,
for tuning
yes, I
in.
did. And I will gonna try to cop them soon. I know big time collectibles happen.
All right, that's our show, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you tune in tomorrow night, 8 p.m., 5 p.m. Pacific, for new keys and hot comics of the week. We're going over all the new keys and new books that are coming out this week. All right, and we'll give you more chances to win some ducks. We've also gone over 1,200 subscribers on YouTube. That's a good one. You guys want to become members, go to the channel. There's membership levels there. They'll give you ducks in the subscriber giveaway and the membership giveaway. We got 2 giveaways a month, ladies and gentlemen, and you can have chances to win. All right? So shout out to everybody that's watching. If you're watching and you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. And after you hit that for us, go over to Couch and Slashing with C Bizzle. Hit the subscribe button on that. And then go over to Cliff. Shout out to Cliff, who's at Heroes Con. We love you, miss you. Hope you're being safe out there. And give him a subscribe as well. All right? So for myself, for Green Shirt Guy, for Phil, C Bizzle, Cliff, and the rest of the Council of Comics, we love you. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time. Peace.
Make the brightest day. Where are the heroes?